Have you ever wondered why some people radiate a magnetic energy that attracts blessings while others seem to be trapped in an endless cycle of lack and frustration? The answer lies in a power you've carried inside since birth, but perhaps you've forgotten how to use. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the gratitude meditation from Louise Hay that can transform your entire day in just 10 minutes. And more importantly, how this ancient practice can reprogram your mind to attract abundance, health, and love into your life in ways you never imagined possible. Louise Hay discovered after decades of helping thousands of people that gratitude isn't just a nice feeling, it's literally the most powerful vibrational frequency to transform your reality. Gratitude is one of the quickest ways to change your life, she said. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your entire world begins to expand. And while you might think you already know what gratitude is, what you'll learn today goes far beyond just saying thank you. It's about consciously activating the magnetic field of abundance that exists within you. Your mind is like a garden, and gratitude is the water that allows the seeds of your deepest desires to flourish. But here's the secret that few people know. It's not just about feeling gratitude, but about experiencing it in every cell of your body, of making it your natural state of being. Are you ready to discover how 10 minutes can change not just your day, but the entire trajectory of your life? The first fundamental aspect you must understand is that your brain is literally designed to focus on problems and lacks. It's a primitive survival mechanism that kept you alert to dangers, but in the modern world, this tendency has become your greatest obstacle to happiness and abundance. Louise Hay understood that when you consciously train your mind to focus on gratitude, you not only change your perspective, but you modify the chemistry of your brain and the energy you emit to the universe. Have you noticed how when you wake up thinking about everything you have to do, the problems to solve, or the worries of the day, your energy feels heavy and your day unfolds with more difficulties? This happens because your mind is tuned to the frequency of lack and stress. In contrast, when you start your day with gratitude, you literally change the frequency of your energy field. The universe responds exactly to what you feel inside, Louise Hay explained. If you feel grateful, you attract experiences to be grateful for. If you focus on lack, you attract more situations of lack. This is not abstract philosophy, it's an energetic law as real as gravity. A woman told me how after years of feeling professionally stuck, she began practicing the gratitude meditation every morning. Instead of waking up thinking another boring day at this job I don't like, she started her routine by being grateful for having a job, having health to work, having a roof over her head. Within 3 months, she was presented with a job opportunity she had been waiting for years, but which she simply couldn't see before because her mind was focused on what she was missing. Let's do this first transformative exercise together. Close your eyes for a moment and bring your attention to your breath. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, mentally say, "Thank you for this moment of calm." Inhale again, and as you exhale, repeat, "Thank you for my ability to breathe effortlessly." Continue like this for 5 breaths, being grateful for something different with each exhale. Notice how something subtle yet powerful begins to change within you, as if a soft light were starting to turn on inside you. Can you feel that difference? That warm and expansive feeling is your natural frequency of abundance activating. It is your true state of being, the one you have been searching for in external achievements, in the approval of others, in purchases or experiences. But the truth is that it has always been within you, waiting for you to simply recognize it and consciously nurture it. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. Gratitude for your physical body is one of the most powerful and direct ways to transform your relationship with yourself and with life. Your body is literally the vehicle through which you experience all the beauty, pleasure, love, and joy of being alive. But most people maintain a relationship of constant criticism with it. Louise Hay discovered that when we shift this relationship towards appreciation and gratitude, not only does our self-esteem improve, but the body responds by healing, strengthening, and rejuvenating. How many times a day do you complain about your body? How many times do you look in the mirror and instead of being grateful for what works perfectly, you focus on what you believe is wrong? Every criticism of your body is like poisoning the temple of your soul. Every thought of rejection towards a part of you is an order you give to that part not to function in harmony. Your body has faithfully accompanied you all these years, Louise Hay reminded. It has healed your wounds, fought against infections, worked tirelessly to keep you alive and functioning. Don't you think it deserves your love and gratitude instead of your constant criticism? This perspective completely revolutionizes how you relate to your physical form. One of my clients, a 45-year-old woman who had struggled with weight issues for decades, decided to try a different approach after years of dieting and exercising motivated by rejection of her body. She began each morning by specifically thanking different parts of her body. Thank you, legs, for supporting me and carrying me where I need to go. Thank you, arms, for allowing me to hug my children. Thank you, stomach, for processing the food that nourishes me. Within 6 months, she not only lost weight naturally, but she developed a completely new relationship with food and exercise based on self-love instead of punishment. I invite you to do this deeply healing exercise right now. Place your hands over your heart and feel how it constantly beats, pumping life throughout your entire being without you having to ask for it or control it. Take a deep breath and say, "Thank you, my heart, for beating more than 100,000 times each day to keep me alive." Now move your hands to your abdomen and give thanks. Thank you, digestive system, for transforming everything into energy and nutrition for my cells. Continue moving your hands over different parts of your body, offering specific gratitude to each area. If you feel resistance or even want to cry while doing this exercise, it's completely normal. You are releasing years of accumulated criticism and allowing love to enter where there was once rejection. Allow yourself to feel these emotions. They are signs that healing is happening during the next week. Every time you look in the mirror, instead of looking for flaws, find something specific to be grateful for. It can be as simple as "Thank you, eyes, for allowing me to see the beauty of the world," or "Thank you, hands, for all that you create and express through me." You will see how gradually your relationship with your body transforms from enemy to ally, from a source of suffering to a source of gratitude and love. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. Gratitude for challenging experiences is perhaps the deepest and most transformative level of this practice. Most people can feel gratitude for the good things that happen to them, but Louise Hay taught us that true spiritual mastery comes when you can find the hidden gift in your greatest challenges. This perspective not only frees you from victimhood, but turns you into a conscious creator of your reality. Have you realized that some of the most difficult experiences in your life have also been the ones that have taught and strengthened you the most? That often what seemed like a tragedy at the time later revealed itself as the catalyst for your most significant growth. This is no coincidence. It's how the intelligence of the universe works, always conspiring for your evolution and awakening. Every experience is perfect for our growth, Louise Hay affirmed. Even the experiences we call negative are opportunities to learn, heal, and expand our capacity for love. When we can find the blessing in the challenge, we transform pain into power. This is not an invitation to deny the pain or minimize the difficulties, but to find the higher purpose that each experience brings with it. I remember a woman who attended one of my workshops and shared how after a devastating divorce she thought her life was over. But by practicing gratitude even for that painful experience, she began to see how that ending had given her the opportunity to rediscover herself, to develop a strength she didn't know she had, to create a more authentic relationship with herself. "I am now grateful for that divorce," she said, "because it gave me back to myself. Without that experience, I never would have discovered who I really am when I'm not trying to please someone else. Here is a powerful exercise, but it requires your honesty and courage. Think of a difficult situation you are currently living through or have lived through in the recent past. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me? How is it inviting me to grow? What strength is it developing in me that I wouldn't have developed otherwise? Take the time you need to find authentic answers, not answers that sound good. Now place your hand over your heart, and even though it may feel strange at first, say, "Thank you for this experience that is teaching me what you discovered. Thank you for the opportunity to develop the quality that is growing in me. I trust that everything that is happening in my life is contributing to my greater good, even when I can't see it clearly." Repeat this affirmation 3 times, allowing each repetition to penetrate more deeply into your heart. This exercise is not about forcing positive feelings or denying real pain. It's about expanding your perspective to include the possibility that even in the midst of difficulty, something valuable is emerging. When you practice this level of gratitude regularly, you develop an unshakable confidence in life and in your ability to navigate any situation that arises. Don't forget to like this video if it's resonating with you, and share it with someone you know who needs to hear this message. Gratitude grows when it is shared, and by doing so you multiply blessings for both yourself and others. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. Gratitude for the people in your life, especially those with whom you have complicated relationships, is one of the most liberating practices you can implement. Louise Hay discovered that often the people who challenge us the most are also our most powerful teachers, reflecting aspects of ourselves that we need to heal, or showing us where we have opportunities for growth. When you learn to find gratitude even for difficult relationships, you not only heal your heart, but you open up space for more authentic love to enter your life. Have you noticed how there are certain people who just press your emotional buttons? How some family members, co-workers, or even strangers can trigger intense reactions in you? Instead of seeing this as something negative, Louise Hay invites us to see it as a precious opportunity for self-knowledge and healing. The people who irritate us the most are our best teachers, Louise Hay explained. They show us exactly where we have work to do on ourselves. Instead of blaming or rejecting them, we can thank them for pointing out the areas where we still need to grow in love and compassion. This perspective completely transforms your experience of challenging relationships. A woman told me how for years she had maintained a tense relationship with her mother-in-law, constantly feeling criticized and unvalued. This dynamic caused her stress, affected her marriage, and filled her with resentment. When she began to practice gratitude even for her mother-in-law, at first she felt resistant and fake, but she persisted by mentally thanking her for showing her where she needed to develop better boundaries, for teaching her that her worth did not depend on external approval, for giving her the opportunity to practice compassion even when it was difficult. Gradually, her internal relationship with the situation changed, her stress decreased, and surprisingly, the external dynamic also began to soften. I propose this transformative exercise. Bring to mind a person with whom you have a complicated relationship. Take a deep breath, and instead of focusing on what that person does that bothers you, ask yourself, what is this person teaching me about myself? What quality is it inviting me to develop? How is it helping me grow, even if indirectly? Take time to find genuine answers. Now place both hands over your heart and say, "Thank you, person's name, for being my teacher. Thank you for showing me where I can grow in love and understanding. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to practice compassion and forgiveness. I bless you and I bless myself." If you feel resistance or intense emotions, just allow them. You are releasing years of accumulated resentment. Also, take time to be grateful for the people who love and support you. We frequently take for granted those who are closest to us. Think of your family, friends, mentors, even strangers who have shown you kindness. Acknowledge how each person in your life, in one way or another, has contributed to who you are today. When you practice this relational gratitude regularly, you will begin to attract more harmonious and loving relationships. This happens because when you change your internal energy of appreciation, people respond differently to you, and you also attract new people who are on the same frequency of love and gratitude. And that's what we'll talk about in the next point. Gratitude for future opportunities is the most magnetic and manifesting aspect of this practice. Louise Hay understood that when you give thanks in advance for the blessings that are yet to come, you not only raise your energetic vibration, but you literally create a magnetic field that attracts those experiences into your reality. This is not common visualization or positive thinking. It is a precise spiritual technology to align your energy with the abundance you wish to experience. Have you ever noticed how when you await something with genuine excitement and gratitude, it often manifests in ways even better than you imagined? Or how when you are in a genuine state of appreciation, opportunities seem to present themselves naturally? This is no coincidence. It is the result of having tuned your energetic frequency to abundance. Gratitude for what has not yet arrived is one of the most powerful forces in the universe, Louise Hay affirmed. When you give thanks as if you have already received, you tell the universe that you are ready to receive. You become a magnet for the blessings that are aligned with your greater good. This practice requires faith, but it also generates an unshakable faith in the generosity of life. One of my students applied this principle when she was looking for a job after being unemployed for several months. Instead of focusing on anxiety and worry, every morning she gave thanks for the perfect job that was about to arrive. She visualized and felt gratitude for the harmonious work environment, for the collaborative colleagues, for the salary that would cover her needs, for the opportunities for growth she would have. She maintained this practice for 6 weeks, and when the job offer finally came, it not only met all her criteria, but it exceeded her expectations in aspects she hadn't even considered. Let's practice this powerful technique together. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Think of something you genuinely wish to manifest in your life, whether it's in the area of health, relationships, career, creativity, or personal growth. Instead of focusing on the current lack, imagine yourself already living that desired reality. Feel the emotions you would experience. See the details of what your life would be like. Hear the sounds, perceive the sensations. Now from that place of imagined but felt as real experience, say, "Thank you, universe, for specifically describe what you desire that is already on its way to me. Thank you for the perfect synchronization with which it is manifesting. Thank you for all the known and unknown blessings that accompany this gift. I am completely open and receptive to receiving." Repeat this affirmation 3 times, allowing each repetition to feel more real and more certain. The key to this exercise is emotional authenticity. It's not about repeating empty words, but about genuinely generating the feeling of gratitude for something you don't yet see in the physical, but that you feel is real within you. When you master this practice, you become a conscious co-creator with the universe, manifesting from joy and gratitude instead of from need and lack. Practice this exercise daily for at least 21 consecutive days. You will see how your external reality begins to reflect the state of abundance and gratitude that you have cultivated internally. And more importantly, you will discover that the true gift is not necessarily getting what you think you want, but becoming the person who lives in constant appreciation and awe of the magic of life. And now let me share with you how to integrate all of this into a transformative daily practice. The Louise Hay gratitude meditation that will change your entire day. It consists of these 5 steps that we have just explored, but integrated into a fluid practice of exactly 10 minutes that you can do every morning upon waking or every night before sleeping. This is not a passive meditation where you simply observe your breath, but an active practice of energetic reprogramming that literally resets your vibrational frequency towards abundance and well-being. The power of this specific meditation lies in its intentional sequence. We begin by recognizing the transformative power of gratitude itself, which prepares your mind to receive the benefits. Then we honor your physical body, which is your vehicle for experiencing life. Afterwards, we embrace challenging experiences, which is where true liberation from victimhood occurs. We continue by healing relationships, which is where we have the most trapped energy. And finally, we open up space for the new to enter, establishing a magnetic field for future blessings. Daily practice is what creates permanent transformation, Louise Hay reminded. It's not enough to feel gratitude occasionally when we remember. We must consciously and systematically train our mind until gratitude becomes our natural state of being. And that's exactly what this 10-minute sequence achieves when you practice it consistently. Let me guide you through the complete integrated version. Find a comfortable place where you can be undisturbed for 10 minutes. You can sit in a chair, on your bed, or even do it while walking if you prefer movement. The important thing is that you can focus completely. Minutes 1-2. Breathing and intention setting. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. With each exhale, mentally say, "Thank you for this sacred moment of connection with myself." Set the intention that these 10 minutes will transform the energetic quality of your entire day. Minutes 3-4. Body gratitude. Bring your attention to different parts of your body, starting from the crown of your head and moving down to your feet. Specifically, thank each system. Thank you, nervous system, for coordinating everything perfectly. Thank you, digestive system, for nourishing every cell. Thank you, circulatory system, for bringing life to every corner of my being. Minute 5. Gratitude for challenges. Bring to mind the most challenging situation you are currently experiencing. Breathe with it and look for the hidden lesson. Give thanks for the opportunity for growth it represents. Thank you for showing me my strength. Thank you for developing my wisdom. Thank you for expanding my compassion. Minute 7-8. Relational gratitude. Visualize faces of important people in your life, both those you love and those with whom you have difficulties. Send gratitude to each one for what they have taught you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for challenging me. Thank you for being part of my growth. Minutes 9-10. Gratitude for what's coming. Connect with your most authentic desires and give thanks as if you have already received them. Feel the real emotion of having them in your life. Thank you for all the blessings that are flowing to me right now. I am open and receptive to receiving more than I can imagine. End the meditation by bringing your hands to your heart and saying, "And so it is, and so it shall be." May everything I have planted in these minutes flourish throughout this day for my highest good and the good of all those around me. The transformation you will experience with this practice is progressive, but noticeable from the very first day. Your stress level will decrease. Your creativity will expand. Your relationships will improve, and you will begin to notice synchronizations and opportunities that previously went unnoticed. But the greatest gift is that you will develop a completely new relationship with life itself, one where gratitude becomes your natural state and abundance your daily experience. The journey we have taken together in these minutes represents a silent but powerful revolution in your way of relating to life. We have discovered that gratitude is not just a nice attitude, but the most powerful energetic frequency to transform your reality from the inside out. Louise Hay taught us that when you change your internal dialogue from lack to abundance, from criticism to appreciation, from victimhood to empowerment, You literally reorganize the molecules of your life experience. As we have seen, gratitude for your mental and emotional power frees you from limiting patterns and gives you back control over your internal experience. Gratitude for your physical body heals the most fundamental relationship you have in this life with yourself. Gratitude for challenging experiences transforms you from a victim into a master of your own life. Gratitude for all the people on your path heals relational wounds and opens your heart to more love. And gratitude for future blessings turns you into a conscious co-creator of your reality. This 10-minute meditation is not just a practice. It is a daily declaration that you consciously choose which frequency to vibrate on. It is an act of loving rebellion against the cultural tendency to focus on what's wrong, and a powerful affirmation that you have the power to create beauty, peace, and abundance from within. Louise Hay lived the transformation that this practice can create. She healed her cancer, transformed broken relationships, built an empire based on love, and helped millions of people discover their own healing power. And it all started with the simple but radical decision to change her internal dialogue to gratitude and self-love. The invitation is in front of you. You can continue living on autopilot, reacting to external circumstances and waiting for something to change in your life to finally feel good. Or you can take power into your own hands and start each day by consciously activating the frequency of abundance and gratitude that already exists within you. Your only responsibility is consistency. As Louise Hay said, it doesn't matter how small the step is. What matters is that you take it. This 10-minute meditation, practiced consistently and with sincerity, has the power to completely reorganize the quality of your life experience. Write in the comments below, "I choose to listen to my body and live from gratitude." This simple act of public declaration reinforces your commitment to this new way of living and connects you with a community of souls who have chosen the same path of conscious transformation. If this content has touched something deep in your heart, like it so that more people can discover the transformative power of gratitude, share it with someone you know who is ready to change their relationship with life. And subscribe to this channel to receive more practical tools based on Louise Hay's teachings that will help you create a life of love, abundance, and authentic well-being. Activate the notification bell so you don't miss any video that could be the catalyst for your next great awakening. Remember that gratitude is a practice, not a goal. Some days it will feel more natural than others, and that's perfectly fine. The important thing is that you return again and again to this frequency, that you choose it consciously, even when external circumstances invite you to focus on what is missing. Because in that daily choice, in that constant decision to look for the good, to appreciate what you have, to trust that life conspires in your favor, is where your true power resides. And that power